Every single day I make decisions, and you are working with probabilities.
It was the year of people power, of revolution.
Something I've never seen before, a phalanx of men on horseback and on camels.
And bloodshed that doomed dictators.
No one's going home. No one's going to go home. We're in this till the end, even if it means we're going to die.
It started with one man in one country, Tunisia, who set himself on fire when the police confiscated his fruit cart, leaving him with no way to make money. That set off a movement that kicked out longtime President Zain al-Abidine Ben Ali. A region was gripped with freedom fever. Fueled by social media, protests erupt in Algeria, then Yemen. Its leader, Ali Abdullah Saleh, seriously injured when his palace was shelled, left the country for treatment, returned, and later gave up power. Protests in Bahrain, Morocco, Jordan. Egyptians filled Tahrir Square in the center of Cairo, protesting for...
Once Gaddafi was out of the picture, the place became lawless. Tribes and militias that had fought together to overthrow Gaddafi turned against each other to fill the power vacuum created by his death.
But Libya is still a big problem and a mess, and I think we did not do as good of a job as we should have, and I didn't do as good of a job as I should have in thinking through the aftermath and how much work was going to be required in putting the pieces of that country back together again, and that's a much simpler proposition than in Syria.
Important in understanding Libya is that it has two rival administrations. Haftar and his forces back one of them, the House of Representatives based in the east in the city of Tobruk. The other is known as the Government of National Accord. GNA works out of Tripoli and is recognized by the UN. It relies on what's left of Libya's formal military, as well as militias to keep control. But some of Haftar's allies, like Egypt and the UAE, have a problem with the GNA. On the GNA side, you've got the UN, Italy, Qatar, and Turkey, whose parliament recently approved sending ground forces to Tripoli.
Ülkenin meşru yönetimine ve Libya'daki kardeşlerimize saldırılarını sürdürmesi halinde darbeci Hafter'e hak ettiği dersi vermekten de asla geri durmayacağız.
But Haftar has important friends too, like Egypt, France, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE.
Libya is 40 kilometers west of the capital Tripoli and is the second largest of Libya's 6 refineries. Forces loyal to warlord Khalifa Haftar have blockaded the other 5 oil ports and closed a pipeline serving Zawiya. It's gone from handling 300,000 barrels of oil a day to zero